Welcome to arid Australia, where the grass is yellow and the animals are painful. If you'd like to see what I'm doing out here in terms of research, then stick around, because I'm going to go into a really disgusting swamp over there in a minute, and it smells really bad. Australia is a big country, and I'm sure you already know that. But to put it in perspective, I'm in just this little section of Victoria. So one of the smaller states of Australia, but I'm in the really dry portion of it. So this is really desperate country where stuff all grows, and if stuff does grow there, it's because it's been fed by a river to irrigate the area so it grows. I bet what you didn't know about Australia was we have a massive chunk of wetlands. So even in this really dry area, there is massive wetlands that are sometimes naturally flooded with water, and then sometimes the government fills it with water as well. But I'm out here to understand what those wetlands look like, and specifically if there are freshwater mussels in there. You might not even know, but guess what? Australia has freshwater mussels too, in the water, just existing. And we also have a lovely piece of shit species called carp that is invasive. And so I'm here to understand all these lovely little interactions. So if you are interested at all in watching me trudge through swampy, disgusting little swampy shitholes, then I guess stick around, because you're gonna see plenty of that. There's nothing. There's literally nothing out here. Is that an emu?
No way.
It's an emu, yeah. Look on the road.
What?
Alright, mate. We're coming for you, mate. Look at him.
Mate,
There's a couple of emus, mate. Right, I tell you, it's emu land.
Yeah, right.
Doing...
Don't run him over.
No, I know, man.
Mate, get out of the road.
You just pause it. Yeah, right.
Whereas, like, for you, like, go back to the camera. Big river. There's no bugs here.
Mate, I'm looking at the biggest bug of all.
We're definitely high enough.
Yeah, no, unless we get, tsunami in the middle of the bush, I think we're all right. So we found our campsite to be a little loud. We're in the middle of literally nowhere. And this is a trailer with a generator on it. We couldn't be more isolated. And of course, there's just some trailer out here with a generator on it. I think it's environmental water being delivered. But, as you can see, it's kind of getting pumped out over here from the Murray. I think it's delivering water to wetlands down this way. But nonetheless, what the hell? Well, we have arrived at the site. Let me just block that out of your eyes. And I think we're going to set up and maybe have a little fire. That other site, you just drive 7 hours to get out in the middle of nowhere. You just get out of the car and it's all quiet. And then all of a sudden, like a generator in the middle of nowhere. There's not even anyone there. It's just like an automatic generator turning on. And that kind of ruined everything. So we've come to another site. We're right just on the edge of the water, which you can see over there. I can even hear some fish jumping. How serene. Something else that's really funny, you'll see in the morning, but literally just on the other side of that river is New South Wales. It's just another state. Like, the dividing line is the river. And that's what we use for Victoria and New South Wales. It's just the river in between. So it's really, it's just there. All my permits that I've been doing for 6 months aren't applicable across that bloody river. And that means I just can't do anything over there. It annoys the shit out of me. In tonight's special cooking, we have a Coles brand chicken parma. Slightly charred. One with barbecue. And one with a beautiful tomato sauce, unlike you. Bro, why would you have barbecue sauce on a parma? You're feral.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm actually so wrapped to have lids for this. Expert cook here. Oh mate, it looks good.
Not bad.
Alright, bedtime. Oh, I do want to play games. That is such a good idea. Well, I forgot my belt. So I'm using a tie down.
It's gonna be a great day. Eat a dry wheat bick. So what drink are you having?
Lemon mango flavor solo energy.
Lemon mango flavor salt energy. Alright, so first thing I'll calibrate is the turbidity probe. You know, imagine no turbidity, so 0 NTU as crystal clear.
So you've got samples, and that's what you can calibrate it with.
Yeah, and we
basically.
go up and it gets a little more cloudy with each increasing one. It doesn't look it until eventually you get to, in this case, 800 NTU, which is, I can't see through it.
Looks like solo.
Yeah, so I'm calibrating everything with solo. These 5 bottles cost about $600.
Yeah, right. Wonder what it tastes like.
Well, Philbin, once they expire and I need to get rid of them, you can have a taste. I put a little drop on each of them, like that, and I give it a wipe down, and it'll just slide around in there easier, and it's better for calibration for some fucking weird reason. So we put our 0 NTU in here. We turn our lovely probe on. I hit the calibrate button, and then it'll calibrate for me. And then I go and repeat for all of the calibration solutions. It takes quite a while. Well, so this next thing to calibrate requires a bunch of chemicals in Christmas colors as well. Nice green and pinky red. It's not the forbidden goo. You don't want to drink this. It's not cordial. All it is just water calibrated to pH 7 exactly, and it's green so you don't mix it up with the pink, which is pH 4. It's not a fun probe. I don't like it. In fact, it's a shit probe. Now to calibrate this, I'm probably going to start with dissolved oxygen. Like, this is the read that you get kind of on here. It tells you all the information you need. It's telling me everything from temperature, something I don't care about, dissolved oxygen, electrical conductivity, pH, basically everything I'll need to know in a waterway. And it does tell me turbidity as well, but it's really shit.
It's not as accurate.
It's really inaccurate, in fact.
Did you stick that bottom bit in the water, or?
Yeah, you'll see in a second. Oh, I was about to say, who tightened this on here? And then I realised I was the last person who used it. It's just like suction.
Yeah, right. Why is there like shit in there?
Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you keep water in here whilst you're not using it, because you want to keep the sensors
Moist.
And this will just increase will basically make the air wet in there. It just makes it humid, kind of.
Right.
Like some good old saturated air. I'm just letting it saturate in there for a bit, then I'll calibrate it for dissolved oxygen. I actually hate this. I hate with a passion calibrating this probe. It's so annoying.
Why don't you just get some poor underpaid, you know, Melbourne Uni researcher, like who's
I'm that
learning to
poor
do it?
underpaid
Exactly,
Melbourne
that's
Uni
what I was getting
researcher. God damn it.
Look, I'll save you the trouble of watching me calibrate this probe for the next 30 minutes. But basically, you put the probe in some green goo, and then you put it in some red goo, and then it's done. Look, it's definitely not as simple as that actually doing it, but maybe it is as simple as doing that, but I guess I just did it in a really shit way. Anyway, here's me done. Whoever designed this probe also, I don't know, must just hate people in general, because the probe has to stay upright the entire time. Because this capsule here, I don't know if you can tell.
It's not watertight.
Yeah, it ain't really watertight. And you know what this has in it?
Water.
Oh, look at him go. And whoever labeled this bag also must hate me as well. It says keep upright.
They put the arrow on the wrong way.
Well,
I
yeah.
did notice that when you
There was like an arrow here as well to say, like, why would I stand it upright another way? Obviously, I'm going to put it in this way.
This thing.
Right, well, there's water. That's a good start. You know, I'm not going to state the obvious, but be wary of snakes. Yeah, there might be some environmental water being delivered currently, that's for sure.
And this is a trailer with a generator on it.
Oh, If this is not a swamp, I don't know what is. Yeah. Cool. Alright, we'll go get the gear. Alright. Hopefully the hole I patch in my waders, I don't start to get wet in about 5 seconds. I don't feel wet yet. You're bogged. He took 1 foot in a wetland. 1 foot. You know in June when you've got to you got to do the shuffle? No, you got to do that in the wetland too, or else you're just going to disappear. I can't believe I'm already rescuing you.
See, it's not just me, mate.
You're an idiot. You got literally 1 foot in.
Well, fucking hell. Tighten this up a bit or something.
Or your attitude. Mate, you got to be in it to win it, alright? Alright. Okay, so I grab a water sample to get an idea of what the population of certain species are in the waterway via their eDNA signatures. I'm gonna stick a stick. Oh, it really just goes into there, just like a nice chalky milkshake. I'm gonna grab my transect tape. Now we go out into the forbidden juice.
Yum.
Oh, we've arrived. Now, we got coarse woody debris. I'm then gonna take my little turbidity sample and grab a sample. Substrate.
Coarse woody debris.
That's it. Substrate, you just got to go for it. It feels disgusting reaching into into the unknown.
You know, hovercraft would go well.
When I feel around down here, if I pick up anywhere, I get a big handful of plant. Now,
What plant is that?
this is a mudflat specialist. I don't know exactly what species it is. Now, a true aquatic plant won't grow like this. You've got emergent species, but these aren't emergent. These are just growing on the mudflat. They're like this fringing area. Yeah. Oh. Well, after collecting water from 5 different spots around the wetland, we now have enough of the good soup to sample it. Basically, I'm going to pump water through the filter. The eDNA is going to get trapped in the filter. I'm going to keep the filter and then send that to a lab, and they're going to tell me if there's mussels in here. So one end in our water, and now for a nice loud sound. Then we're going to flip it over. I'm going to do that for about 20 seconds. Just like that. I'm just going to shake any water out of it. And then that's how you get eDNA. Except I'm going to do that twice. Did you grab my sunnies by any chance to put them in my bag? I can't believe I just had to walk all the way back to get my damn sunnies. If I wasn't hungry and tired before, I am now. And oh, my stuff just came out of my bag. Oh, I was like, oh, that's a funny looking pen on the ground. I think I've seen that before. All right, off I go again.
Fucking hell, never been so happy to see a tornado in my life.
Yeah, I'm pretty buggered. Oh.
But I'm feeling reinvigorated now that...
Yeah, that sausages are on the table, literally.
That's right.
Oh man, a loaded snag.
Now you may be looking around and going, where am I? Like, what is this random dusty area I'm in? I'm specifically in a spot called Ned's Corner. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, who the fuck's Ned? Well, so did I. I didn't know who Ned was. I don't know why Ned deserves a corner. Why don't I deserve a corner? Why don't I get like a corner name like Pat's Shithole or something like that? That'd be great. But I guess not. Well, I looked up who Ned was. Ned was a pastoralist and parliamentarian. Now, what the fuck does that mean? He was basically a farmer. That's, you know, a wealthy farmer who early on decided to just put some sheep up there. Why it's named Ned's Corner is because Ned went up there to retrieve his dead mate who just drowned up there. And then Ned was just like, all right, my corner now, you know, Fred Hancock, who died, my corner now, Fred can fuck off. This is my corner. So now it's Ned's Corner. Ned then also died, and then the land was given to the government. at some point. But basically, I'm in Ned's Corner. It's a dusty, dry, dangerous little area that I need to do some research in for a period of time. And it's a very cool place to go visit, but if you don't want to visit it, fair enough. You can watch me come along for the ride. So stick around.